Mega gamed up.
What's up to my bradz crew? Welcome back to the channel. It's myself, Brad, and of course back with the fantastic Mr. Cox. Today, for the first time on the channel, we are partaking in quite a big trend known as the mukbang, in which you basically just stuff your face and just get loads of chat out and emotions and just get real nice and chatty and talk about loads of stuff whilst you pig out.
What? Like, who came up with this? Literally, chatting crap, eating crap. How can you not get better than that?
What he said. Without a further ado, let us show you what we will be chowing down. We have these big boy, oh very big boy, pots of,
Asian noodles.
Big boy noodles. Oh, they smell so good.
Ooh, spicy.
If the noodles are not fulfilling enough and tasty enough, we have the pièce de résistance. The Colonel himself has graced us with his presence.
You dirty bastard.
Sorry. So of course we have KFC. Of course we have a lovely bottle of Pepsi Max, the elite pop in my opinion. So sit back, relax, as we chit and chat and chow down on some noodles, some KFC, and talk about the pure curry that was 2020.
And if you're eating, people might be alone or might not have friends or family around this time of the year.
Come
and sit and chill with us. At least you've got someone then.
Exactly. Let's chow down. Probably have some really bad indigestion. I don't even know what I want first.
I'm going to do my noodles because I don't think I'm going to like them, so I'm just going to get them out of the way. My noodles are pickled cabbage flavour, which smell not like cabbage at all and smell more spicy, if anything.
Oh wow.
They smell like pure chilli.
Here we go. So I have my roasted beef flavoured noodles.
But yours are like traditional noodles and mine are rice noodles. So.
Yeah, right. Let's just... Hello. So, 2021, what a year. Cannot say it's one to remember. Spicy.
I'm not eating them. If I eat chili, well, you don't want to know what happens, but 2020, video-wise, I'd say it's probably my best year. I probably say that every year, but I'm going to say that, like, this is probably was my year. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I've been stuck in a rut where it's been between like 720 and 730. Not that I'm not thankful for that, but I did expect to maybe get a bit more of a push. But there's always the new year, depending on the limitations that we have.
Yeah, of course. Still like the show, I've probably, more than ever, I've probably produced the best content I've done.
I'd say so. I feel like you did a lot of original stuff that I'm not seeing, like the quarantine series. I don't think I've seen anybody do that. No, even when I've tried to go like research it and like YouTube it just to see, I don't know where you got the inspiration from, or if there was any inspiration.
There wasn't, honestly.
Like,
it just came to this like. Yeah, it was partly, of course, like at first it was just kind of like 1 week and then 2 week.
Yeah.
And then it's of course just gone down into like this massive, like, damn near 9-month escapade.
Yeah. Bloody hell, is that what it's been? Where did I put
it? March.
Could end it March next year, so you've done a full year. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, typical. As soon as I film a video, I can't pour a drink straight. Do you want me to top you up, Brad?
Please.
Are them noodles nice then, or what? Which ones are them? Beef?
These are the roast beef.
I mean, the flavour of mine was nice. It's just because of the chilli in it, it's too spicy and I can't eat chilies.
Get your fork and have a little try of this if you want.
Alright then, one sec. Still got a bit of cabbage on it.
Don't worry about it. I don't mind. But yeah, I'd say content-wise, probably this is the best year that I've produced anything.
Very nice.
UK lockdown series has gone quite well. I'm quite proud of that. I've enjoyed YouTube content-wise doing YouTube content.
The YouTube content-wise, it's got to be YouTube content for the win, innit? I know that this doesn't mean much from a small channel like mine, but YouTube needs a big praise this year for keeping a lot of people entertained and sane during these times, because a lot of people have unfortunately suffered with bad mental health.
Oh, God,
Especially like yourself, who couldn't see your partner for a while. Like, it's been a devastating time for many people, but YouTube has been there, just as Netflix has, just as Disney Plus launching. That was the biggest thing, one of the biggest things that happened this year, I'd say.
Yeah.
That really did help a lot of people get through.
Yeah, help me out.
That'll get people to forget their worries.
Absolutely.
So it's a good marketing plot, I've got to say. But like,
I moved on to the braised pork noodles. I think these are a lot more juicier and tastier than the beef. I'd definitely say that YouTube. Considering, you know, with us small content creators especially,
yeah,
you would have thought, you know, because YouTube has this big thing of like, oh, we're here to help people branch and help, you know, get names out there.
yeah.
When you think about it, they don't really do that because they just focus on...
No, I've got to say my criticism towards YouTube is that they have now become... It used to be broadcast yourself. Now it's more like you only get the spotlight if you have a team of camera crew and sound crew and editors, really. It won't stop me, though. Like...
It's like, even if and when... If...
Go on.
We ever, or I ever, what have you, become some form of big deal, if you will.
Yeah.
No, when it comes to editing and stuff, I don't think I'd want anyone doing mine, because, you know, other than you, because of course you've edited quite a few videos.
Yeah, I mean, even when I've not been doing videos for my own channel this year, I've been very busy.
Moving on to the KFC, it's got to be done.
Good lad. What would you say is the best content you watch this year? Because I've discovered a lot of YouTubers this year because I've had nothing to do.
Do you know what? I'll be honest, I've mainly just been watching subscription platforms like Disney Plus and Netflix and stuff like that. I've really gone into Brooklyn Nine-Nine and stuff like that.
That's not for me, that.
Really?
No.
No.
It's not my sort of thing, to be honest.
That's the chip. I want to cry now.
Here, look. There's one there. Now, the question is, do I go for... I think I'm going to go for the mini fillet burger. So we've got mini fillet burgers. Bradley had some hot wings, but he ate them off camera. And then we've got chicken fillets, strips, and we've got the chips, and we've got the popcorn chicken as well. And a big tub of gravy. Have you seen the controversy about the gravy lately?
What?
Apparently they're saying that the KFC gravies, I know I shouldn't say this while we're eating it, but apparently it's made from like the scraps of like chicken and stuff that's like in the oil when they dip it. But it's never going to stop me eating it. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite. I think what the gravy is one of the reasons why I go to KFC, as well as a lot of people probably, I can imagine.
So, of course, would it be a 2020 overview mukbang video if we didn't talk about the pure shizzle housery of this year?
Yeah.
So, of course, November 2019, there was a disease turned pandemic.
You can say that. Just don't say the C word. In January, or it might have been February, there were the Australian wildfires as well. That was just kind of a curse in itself, really. They were almost like a foreshadowing of what was to come, which is sad if you think about it that way, really. A lot of beautiful wildlife and stuff was destroyed. But Australia's probably one of my favourite countries, especially for the animals and the wildlife. And I would love to visit there. If I had a choice of somewhere to live, it would probably be like Los Angeles or Australia. But I doubt I would move there. But if someone asked me where would you go if it were England, it'd be one of them places, or maybe Canada as well. It's kind of just got like a friendly aura about it.
I've never really thought about where I'd go or where I want to go.
Yeah.
I've always thought and just considered I'd want to stay in the UK.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd ever want to leave. But yeah, I think Canada's always been one of those countries that's always been on my mind. Seems like a lovely country. Pandemic, the bushfires, lots of beautiful exotic animals perished. Was it Kobe that passed away?
Yeah.
Kobe, his daughter, and a few other passengers.
Shad Gaspard, who passed away, trying to save his son. I don't know if did his son get saved?
Yeah, he saved his son.
So he saved his son, sacrificed his own life. And then recently, about Pat Patterson, Barbara Windsor. Yeah, she just passed away a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah, but bro, I'm doing it in the context of the video, you know. This is coming out the end of the year. I'm breaking the fourth wall now.
Sorry. Pardon me.
Good one, my man. Alright, Bert meter. I'm gonna rate that.
Pardon me.
Oh, I'll rate that second one a bit better than that. That's probably about 7. I'll give that. Yeah, good lad.
Marvel world was stunned with the death of
Yeah.
Black Panther Chadwick Boseman, which I'd say probably is the one that hit me the most.
I haven't seen Black Panther, so personally, I've never really been connected to that character. So, like, I've never been attached to Chadwick Boseman in that way, because I've not really engaged in his acting, apart from when he was in Civil War, and obviously when he was in Endgame and Infinity War, but that is quite sad. And they have announced that they're still going on with Black Panther 2, but they've said that they're not going to recast him, so that means that they're probably gonna
I think they're going with the sister.
Yeah, they're going with the woman. I don't know what she's called though, but yeah. So basically, she's gonna become the new one or something like that, apparently. But yeah, so I think they're gonna say died off camera, or they might use a CGI face to kill him off early, maybe.
We've just talked about all night in 2 minutes. So it's just the rest of it is just like.
No, we haven't.
Personally, this year, I'd say you've probably come out of quite a dark place and ended it with...
Yeah, a very complicated year. Came back from London at the beginning, was really upset, and then at the end I've just it was 2019 didn't really have a downer. It was pretty good, pretty what do you call it?
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing, I guess, yeah. It was like that the whole way through, whereas this year it's been starting to down and get back into an up. So that's been really good. Uni's been a good experience. That's why mainly I haven't really done videos, because I've been concentrating on my studies, and when I'm not doing anything, I'm either spending time with people at uni so I can have bonds with people, grow friendships, or I'm doing something else that benefits my course, or I'm visiting my family whenever I get the chance to, obviously, because of the guidelines and stuff. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but yeah, it hasn't really stopped me from even when I were in my darkest places, I still managed to somehow pull through and do some decent content at least. But I don't want to say absolutely amazing, because I don't want to sound big-headed, but no, I don't think any of my videos are absolutely amazing, but I know they're decent. I've got enough self-respect to say that they're alright. Just a little fun fact about me, I'm a fast eater, so while Bradley's still got chips and popcorn and fillets and everything, I've only got 4 fillets left.
I can have one of the things in my noodles if you want.
No, it's alright. I can't eat them noodles. I don't know. I'd rather just wolf my KFC down and then get full on noodles, to be honest, because, you paid good money for it, didn't you? And you know what? Speaking about good money, it was Christmas a while ago, wasn't it? And when I say a while ago, I mean 2 weeks ago, but during the time of this video, it's actually before Christmas, but just let me off.
Okay.
So, I've got you a little present.
Yeah,
Here you go, you see.
Where?
It's not a rib, it's an actual gift.
No
I'm just
way.
going to put my KFC down and
Man.
just sit back and, you know. Oh yeah, I'm not good at wrapping. And also, I'm run out of wrapping paper, so I just cut out a square of the spare. Just literally like.
Oh man.
I just cut out a square of the spare wrapping paper just to fill that bit. So you might as well just open it in front or whatever if you want. Well, I've got to make the video entertaining, haven't I? Oh, I actually thought I took it out of the cardboard box. I forgot about that, to be honest.
Is there an address I need to add or something?
No. Oh, yeah, no.
No address.
Oh, yeah, it's facing you, so it doesn't matter. But I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I completely forgot that was even a thing. Yeah. Just be careful, obviously.
Oh, man, I'm excited. Yo.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's that thing?
No fucking way.
Well, what's that thing?
Where?
Oh, yeah. What's that thing? So it's off that statue website you showed there, but it comes with a comic book as well as the actual statue.
No!
I don't know if it's a comic book or if it's a collector's magazine.
That's cool.
So.
Oh man.
And there you go, Bradley's camera as well.
I'm fucking
No,
loving it.
camera is such good quality for a phone camera.
Yeah.
I might have to buy one of them phones just for the camera.
The Samsung OnePlus A6.
Come here then, you big. Lots of love, bro.
I love you too. That's so cool. I'm sorry.
Where's my gift now then? Oh, it's alright, you bought KFC.
There you go. No, actually not.
I thought no. Well, you did it all like.
No, you lie.
Bradley sharing food.
Oh, your camera's doing a flashy thing.
Yeah, it's gonna go onto a new clip, that's why. You dirty bastard.
I'll admit, that's a dirty one.
No, it better not be. I'm eating. You're eating. That's even worse. Can't you do that to yourself?
Well, I just didn't have two level ones.
That stinks. That's actually.
No, come back. I'm sorry.
No, I'm quitting the video. I'm ready for your shit now.
Right, back to the real treat. KFC.
Fuck the present.
Yeah. Richie knows. I'd say I'm very proud of you for this year because you don't really let your guard down as much and you don't really show as much emotion in your real life on YouTube. So this is probably going to be the most realist video you've ever done and that you guys have seen. But I'd say this year you came from probably the darkest place you've been, maybe either in a long time or in ever. And I'd say you're probably not the highest, but...
No. I mean, to be fair, at the beginning of the year, I thought my life was made from that point. And then, having that stripped away from me, whether the person this has regards to likes it or not, I'm going to say it either way, was crap, and it is all their fault. We moved. So, yeah, and I mean, now I'm in higher education. This is what I wanted to do in the first place anyway, and then I decided to do the other thing for the other person's benefit and my own, really. But then, through doing it, really, and through all that happening, you know, it's a really cliche thing to say, but it's like, things happen for a reason. And if it didn't happen, to be honest, I think... do you know what? I don't actually regret that it happened, because now I'm probably in one of the most fun periods, if not the most fun period and the most adult I've ever felt. Even when I was 300 miles away with a job and everything, even then, I still feel like now, near my hometown and being at uni, and constantly funding stuff for myself, sorry, I need a burp. Fucking hell.
Blew my burp out of the water.
What are you rating that?
A 3.5.
Oh, you're just being jealous now.
Oh, that was
I've not seen the missus in a while. I best not actually. So anyway, yeah. It's just funding everything for myself. It just seems like the most adult I've ever felt, to be honest. And I feel like after uni, I've always been scared of the transition from becoming a full adult to, being young. But I wish I could just be young all the time. But I feel like after uni, I'll have fully transitioned, and I think I'll fully be comfortable with being an adult, to be honest. Obviously, it's still going to take a while. I'm still going to be young while I'm young, but, things happen for a reason, I guess, as corny as it sounds. But yeah. This video will have a disclaimer, because I'm not bleeping it all, I can't be arsed, but if I ever have a kid, I am milking that shit for YouTube. And if I don't get followers from that, you are horrible people. You're going to keep active this year? During lockdown, because you could,
oh yeah.
At one point, you could only go out if you wanted to do exercise.
Yeah.
So, who likes doing that? Well, I did, as soon as it meant I could go out.
I mean, I went for a few walks here and there, of course. The gyms and stuff closed, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because you was going to the gym before, weren't you?
Uh-huh. And then, the gyms have since reopened, but for some reason I just haven't found my groove to go back yet. And I am so disappointed in myself because I was doing so well. Again, I'm quite disappointed in myself because at the same time I was going to the gym and I found I had some sort of
rhythm. Like a routine.
I started seeing some change. My face looked thinner. My calves. I don't think I've ever had massive fat calves, but I've got quite big thighs. Big,
thick anime thighs.
But I'd say since the lockdown started and continues, I am probably dietary and size-wise probably the worst I've been in a long time. And I'm really ashamed of myself because I was doing so well. But I know partly it can't be helped because of blah 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 lockdown. But at the same time, it can be because I could have got myself out there. And dietary-wise, I could have changed my diet.
But when you're in lockdown and you're just locked inside, the only thing you can really do is comfort yourself with entertainment. If you've not got entertainment, then food's your entertainment, then you comfort yourself with food.
Yeah, so...
But on the other hand, the difference between me and Bradley is Bradley has still got all his shit still, like his chicken and his popcorn and his chips again, and I've just finished my plate.
Yeah, I'd say in that regard towards food and eating, I'd say I've definitely learned to slow down eating. I used to just like...
I've learned to wolf it now, and now I'm going to proceed to drink gravy.
I usually, when I was... Oh my god! I've definitely slowed down whilst eating because in the past I used to just turn into the Tasmanian bloody devil and just like blah 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 blah, just stuff it down my gullet. But I definitely learned to slow down and appreciate the flavours of the steak.
Oh yeah. Alright, Morgan, calm down. Babe!
On the talk of lockdown and stuff. So
I mean, we've basically talked about that the whole video, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, it's the main thing that's happened this year, though, isn't it?
No. Well, so about lockdown, yeah, we've already talked about it. Yeah, but what else have we done?
Exactly, you can't say I'm lying. 7.5.
Oh, fuck off. Alright, Bradley, what's your favourite song that's come out this year?
Well, put my chick down my way. So, of course, just been listening to my man Robbie, but...
Did Under the Radar Volume 3 come out this year? Or was that last year?
I think it was a year or so ago. So, we made some good friends. One of them called Emily. Hello, sweetheart. Hope you're doing okay. She really got me into an American singer called Melanie Martinez.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
It never fucking stops. But now I'd say she's probably one of my newest artists that I've really gotten into. But it's not lately, within the past like 2-3 weeks, I've really gotten into Michael Bublé. Go on, burp if you want.
No, I did it. I've just been doing them silently apart from them. You're a monster.
What? Right here?
You're a monster.
What? Right here?
I'd say it's like 4.
Well, I said 5. You said
No, well, you degraded me, so get lost. I'd say, to be fair, Emily got me into Youngbloods, but yeah, Youngblood go from slagging him off to really enjoying him and believing in everything he has to say about, you know, gender, you know, and sexuality, equality, and, you know, diversity, and, you know, the protocols. You know, you don't have to be a girl to wear a skirt, blah blah blah. I personally wouldn't, but if anyone did, I wouldn't slag them off. Like, that's just how it is, isn't it? 2020's. I'd say 2020 has actually allowed people to become more of who they are because they've been more in their head, so they've been more bigging themselves up to finally come out and be who they want to be. I'd say, in a sense, actually.
No.
So I mean, and it's a good chance. I feel like it's been a good chance for people who maybe are considering their sexuality and things like that to approach their parents first, so their parents have enough time to, you know, get comfortable. Well, they don't. You shouldn't have to get comfortable, but you know, get appreciative of them, and then when they go out, they'll have their parent support as well, instead of just coming out and then, you know, maybe if you don't have a supportive parents, then you just come out and then you've got to deal with your parents' thoughts as well as strangers' thoughts. But instead, you can have your parents backing as you try and get people's appreciation on the outside world, which we can't go out because quarantine.
On that note, and I don't mean to melt the band.
First he nearly died, and now this. Go on.
You bring it on more than I do.
I've got crockery up there if you want a bit.
What's that what?
No, it's a frying pan, but it will fry you if you want.
You basic bitch. Speaking of the whole coming out thing, I'd say probably this year, so this, I'm not going to do like
I'd say you've been more in your element. Like, most comfortable about it.
Oh yeah. Because throughout high school and middle school.
Oh my god, middle school? Are you fucking American now?
Well, that's what we call it. I don't know. But, I was very insecure, and in a weird way, I was insecure. I was quite secure and quite open. And in a way, I've kind of always known that I wasn't exactly straight.
Open. Just like, surprise, surprise, still a black.
But no, I've always kind of known that I wasn't straight. And for the longest time.
No joking. No, whoa. I've always known I'm not straight, but.
Yeah,
You know.
get over yourself. Just, yeah.
Do you know what?
Anyway.
I will take that fucking Philip.
You fucking what?
Oh. My bingo wings!
I've always kind of figured and known that I wasn't exactly straight throughout the most entirety of my life. I've been a closeted bisexual man. But just recently, I don't know what it was, but talking to Lauren, and I think this is the conversation we had. I was on TikTok, and then I went on YouTube, and of course, just the algorithm of it, a bunch of like pansexual like YouTube playlist things just kept popping up, and for some reason, I felt for a few months that maybe there was something coming, and I was like, oh, I think it's time for me to just like be open and out.
Own it.
Yeah, just turn around to Lauren, and I was like, I think I'm pansexual, you know. And she just chuckled and was like, oh, okay. I came out to Lauren. She was the first person I came out to. And then I think it was you next. And then
I didn't come out.
oh, why do you think he's back from London? Who do you think brought him back here?
Well, technically you did.
Well, yeah.
You and Anthony, but... Shout out to Anthony, by the way.
I fucking miss that guy.
I honestly do. Anthony. I mean, without Anthony, I wouldn't have been here. Without Anthony, I wouldn't have done a lot of things. Like, yeah, go to Blackpool, go to Thorpe Park in Adventure Island in summer last year. That's probably one of the best days we've ever had.
That guy will never know how much love and appreciation we have for him.
Yeah,
As
honestly.
much as we could tell him, he'd have it, but he'd just be like, okay, thanks.
He'd absorb it, but he wouldn't express it. Not express it back as in he wouldn't say it back, but like express it back as in show it on his face. Like he'd just keep it to himself, and he'd know that we do, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not like, oh my god, thank you. He's just kind of like, yes,
yeah, no,
thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. That's literally okay. Yeah, alright. It's alright.
Honestly.
And then it's just random sparks of just ah.
Yeah, literally.
And I miss him, man. But yeah,
Definitely.
I've definitely grown as a person because
You have, Bradley.
I can feel that I can be more myself. And just being out of the closet and being a pansexual doesn't mean I'm automatically going to be all flamboyant and shit. And no, it does not mean I like.
Oh no, don't worry. He's a bit. He can be a bit of a bitch when he wants to be, but not in a flamboyant way. Just in a moody ass way.
Yes. And don't worry.
Grouchy fucking granddad mode.
Funny.
I'm not joking. I'm not. Oh, honestly, that's so cute. Bridge.
Oh, genuine. Bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge.
So be careful what you say now, or the video will get taken down.
Bridge, alright. Car seat. We're saying random things. I don't know what you mean. Bridge.
Bridge and car seat.
I don't know what you mean. You just went.
You'd be crap at the word association game.
You're crap at life.
Don't remind me. I've got my uni to try and pretend to be better.
Shut up. So I'm definitely proud and happy of how I've handled
More you've become, basically.
what he said.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man.
Right, now, it's not a Christmas special, and it's like the moody granddad or whatever, and they're like, I've always just wanted to know that you're proud of me. And he's like, you know what, son? This one time.
I fucking hate you.
Oh no, imagine. You know what, son? You're a pathetic failure. You was always my daughter's least favourite. Fuck you. Pissing and shitting and the other word I won't say. You dirty boy. You want to be Gilbert Gottfried while I'm here. Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends, and if they hate me, I don't give a shit. But they probably hate me too. Assholes. He's big though.
Where's my sibling gone?
My GG. My GG wing.
So,
Oh, your dad's ringing.
fuck off, cunt.
I'm not keeping that.
Oh,
Bradley's still going with his food, and I'm just here.
go
Like,
away!
is that Oliver Twist? Food glorious fun when I'm to try it 5 courses a day. I don't know the rest, so leave it at that.
Do you just have a nice little roundup and stuff?
Yeah, if you want. Let's just have a general roundup then. You can eat that food. You know, people genuinely do this, and I thought it was like a sin. People, oh yeah, oh, thank you. People genuinely have these things called second teas, where they have their tea and then they either leave their food for later or they buy food in advance to have tea again later. Like second tea. Like you have tea and then, so breakfast, dinner, tea, not lunch and supper and whatever else bloody people call it, and then second tea.
What stupid shit is that?
It's wrong, isn't it? Okay, let's round it up then. We've got about 45 fucking minutes of content, so.
Go away! I'm just blocking them, you know. Fuck me, I can feel my
You've got a food baby going there.
Thanks.
Where's my phone actually? Speaking of babies.
Oh yeah. Sophie, you popped her out, yeah?
The baby is not born.
Okay. I'm not stuffed, but I'm probably going to put that in the microwave for that later.
Yeah, midnight scrub.
I have second tea.
To be fair, that's not really second tea, is it? That's just sort of like leftovers.
Well, and down we began.
Oh, go on then. I'll have a bit just for the end.
So, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video as much as you despised 2021. Why do I keep saying 2021?
Got the new year on the brain. You've got the vaccine on the brain, which we won't get till probably like March.
I mean, we're not in that category together anyway, so we're on that.
Well, not yet.
No.
There's only 18,000 samples, and most of the elderly population are getting it first.
So
then in spring 2021, that's when they'll start branching it out to like younger generations.
I'm knackered, man.
If we're not all dead by then, that is.
No, I'm tired eating more of that shit. Oof. Nice, bitch. Eat it. Oh my god, you eat Lucy like that? That's staying in, that is big fella. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. 2020 has been the ball sack of the year. Useless.
Big, hairy, grey, wrinkly, scrotum. Scrotum. Continue.
Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to become a member of the Bradz crew. And that, of course, leaves me to say, what was that?
Stay happy, stay safe, and stay badass.
Food coma time.
See you later.
Cannot be asked.
Come on, pick yourself up and move. Come on, come on. You know where the door is. Leave.
Get out of here. I need a shit, bro.
Actually, do come back, because you'll have subscribed and hit the notification bell. So thank you.
I need a shit. Bye. What's your good shit?
Now you can take it off.
Goodbye.